So I am about to record a podcast. I know it has been forever, but I thought I would let you guys in and just, be here with me. So it's not like I'm talking to myself, So let's go. Welcome to the Social Side Notes podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Tracy Timberlake. Let's dive in.
Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I've done a podcast, but I promised myself in 2021 I was going to get a lot better at being consistent with my content creation. I love all the content that I create. In the last year, I have not been very consistent with it, and that is on me. So don't worry. I promise that I will do better, or at least make attempts to do better. And this podcast is one of them because it's been neglected for so long. So my podcast and my YouTube channel, I'm kind of hitting two birds with one stone here as I am filming a video of me recording the podcast. And I think that that's going to be helpful. Anyway, that's not what this episode is about. We're going to talk about worthiness, being enough. It's something that I talk about all the time, but I just got an email from a client of mine. And we're building out our course. And so she said, so here is what I'm thinking for the curriculum. She outlines the curriculum. And then she says, and then I want to add in this as a bonus, and this is a bonus, and this is a bonus, and this is a bonus. Do you think that's enough? So I messaged her back and I said, well, first of all, the course looks great. I think all of the content that's inside of the course looks great. The price point is looking good to me. I think I'm mostly concerned with this, is this enough line? So can you hop on a quick phone call with me? Because I want to just, hash that out a little bit. I wanted to ask a couple of questions. So I got on the phone with her and she was like, well, I just feel like I need to add in all of these extra things for people to want to buy it. Like she could not find within herself to justify the content by itself and the price that she was putting it at without having all of these extra accoutrements, these additives inside of the course. And I said, okay, first of all, we really have to get to the point of understanding that when we're creating something, right, creating content, creating a course, creating a video, we have to approach it with the energy of I am enough. Because when you approach it with the energy of I am enough, then whatever you put into that thing is going to be enough. People don't typically buy courses because they are getting, everything inside of it, plus this, plus that, plus that. They're buying courses because you have displayed that you can teach a particular thing. They like how you have displayed that you can teach a particular thing, and they trust you to teach that particular thing. It really is just the know, like, and trust factor. Any bonuses that we add in are because we want to be generous and because we want to make sure that people have supplementary material if we think that that's necessary. But it's not because we don't think that the content that we're creating, the courses that we're creating are enough. So we really need to get away from that energy. And that's why we're moving into more of a space that says, I am enough. The thing that I create is enough. If I think that this is what is needed in the course, then it is enough. And getting away from, oh, I don't think people are going to buy it because it's not enough, or, oh, I don't think people are going to buy it if I don't include this, that, and the other. And it's not an unfamiliar feeling. I mean, I've definitely been there, probably in like 2017, whatever I was creating at the time. I never actually went through with creating it, but I was in the same energy of like, oh, and I could create this course that had all sorts of things inside of it. I mean, it was literally everything in the kitchen sink. And I remember talking to my coach, and he was like, Tracy, you do realize that people don't buy your courses because like all of those extra things that you're adding in. Like they buy your courses because they want to sit in your energy, and your energy is enough. And that's really when it, kind of just dawned on me, like, yes, actually my energy is enough. And if I am the expert in my industry, right, and I know what should go into something, I know what should go into a course, I know how to deliver a particular type of content, I know kind of like step 1, step 2, step 3 of course creation and curriculum building, then that is enough, because I know that the content can stand alone and be good. Like I said, anything else that I put in is because I'm feeling very generous, and I love being generous. I mean, anybody that knows me like in real life knows that I'm just a very generous person. I like to give. I like to give as much as I possibly can. I like to over deliver, both in the course by itself and with the bonuses, but I'm not adding in bonuses from a position of like, I don't think people are going to buy this if I don't add in all this love on top, right? The love on top just has to be you. And you have to remember that. So when you're creating courses, don't approach it from, is this enough, right? We have to approach it from, I am enough. And because I am enough, then this is absolutely enough. And the things that are birthed out of an I am enough energy will be enough for your people. Now, when it comes to attracting the right clients, attracting the right students, attracting the right people that are going to take the course, you kind of have to sit in that same energy too. Like, you can't go out there and think that there's some sort of like the world is holding back from you, or that people aren't going to sign up for your stuff because somehow you're the special snowflake and it doesn't work for you, but it seems to work for everybody else. And because that's not it either, because that's also approaching it from the I'm not enough, who I am, what I'm delivering, how I'm presenting myself is not enough. And we're always looking at like, what's missing? Like what's, and then we get FOMO because we think, oh, but if I said it this way, or, oh, if I used this, Facebook ad, or if I use this picture instead, or darn, I should have said this on my landing page, or I should have used this program instead of that program. And we start to overanalyze our own success or lack thereof because we don't think that we're enough. But the truth is like, if you set an intention for anything, right? And you can vibrate at the level of that intention, and you can get your belief behind whatever that intention is. And you can feel the frequency of it already being a part of who you are. You can feel the frequency of it already being yours, and you can claim it and you can rest in that, right? Then there's nothing that you could not do to become successful almost, because you're sitting in the energy and in the vibration of, I know that this is going to work out because I'm enough. And I know that this is going to work out because I'm showing up as enough. And if I show up in that energy, then the world and my clients and everything, they're going to show up for me as well. So you have to get your energy behind the belief of being enough. And not just, saying an affirmation. And saying affirmations is great. I mean, I love affirmations. I do affirmations. You guys know this. I have a whole list of like money affirmations that are in my Money Vibes Masterclass. So I love affirmations. But affirmations by themselves don't work until you start believing it on the inside, right? So there's something called the law of correspondence. And essentially the law of correspondence is one of the, laws of the universe. The law of correspondence just says, as within, so without. Whatever you think on the inside, whatever you believe on the inside is what you will begin to see on the outside. You will see all of the effects of your internal manifestation. So if your internal belief and your internal manifestation says, I'm not enough, then you're going to continue to find evidence in your business, in your life, like whatever it is, you're going to continue to find evidence that says you're not enough. And then your ego is going to say, see, you're right. You're not enough. Look at, nobody's showing up for you. You're launching to crickets. Nobody's buying this because you knew all along that it wasn't enough. And then you keep perpetuating the cycle. But if you rest in the idea, rest in the framework, rest in the vision that all of this is already coming to pass for you, and the right clients are going to come, the right students are going to sign up for the course, the right people are going to be in your DMs, the right followers are going to follow you on Instagram or TikTok or Clubhouse or wherever, you're promoting this right now. If you get into that vibration and you can get your mind around believing that to be true, then you will experience that in real life, because law of correspondence, as within, so without. So your affirmations are great. Continue to do the affirmations. But when you say the affirmations, I want you to also feel what that affirmation would feel like if it already came to pass right now, right? So that's kind of the secret, is if you can feel the feeling now. I always say that the feeling is the frequency. Like if you can feel what you want to happen and you can feel it in real time, well, now you're collapsing time and space. Now you are moving in the right direction, and that thing that you want is speeding its way towards you because you're already feeling the frequency, and you're not approaching it from a need-based perspective, and you're not approaching it from an unworthiness perspective of like, well, I'm not worthy to have this because I didn't do X, Y, and Z. No, you're worthy because you're worthy because you're worthy, and you deserve what you want because you deserve the things that you desire, and you have to get your mind around deserving that too, which is very difficult for a lot of people. Anyway, if you are creating courses, all that to say, if you are creating courses or anything, in the online space, make sure that you are approaching it from an authentic place of worthiness and not feeling like what you are delivering to the world is not enough, because that is not true. So do your affirmations. I will put a couple of affirmations in the show notes for this. So do your affirmations and then, believe it. Believe it because it is on its way. Believe it because it's already here. Believe it because it's in the present. Believe it because you deserve it. Believe it because you want it, and you're allowed to want things, right? We are expansive teleological beings that God created, and we are allowed to desire, and we're allowed to move in the direction of our desire because generally, when we do that, we are moving in the direction of our purpose. So that's a show for today. Short, sweet, got it done. Really proud of myself. DM me if you have any questions, or you can go to my Instagram bio and there is I got a text message number, so you can text message me now, and there's a number there, so feel free to text me if you have any questions about this episode, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!